What's going on, YouTube familia? It's your man X, EazyMoneyX, and we back with another Madden video. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that, man. You guys been showing a lot of love. I appreciate it, so let's keep it going. So anyways, this video is about how to increase or how to improve your Madden game instantly, drastically too, overnight as well. Shoot, over an hour, honestly. As soon as you get done with this, you're gonna turn the game on, practice it, and bing, you're gonna see everything I'm talking about. You'll be able to just see everything I'm talking about that you didn't even see before, just stuff you missed. But I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna just show you guys what I'm talking about. So it's gonna be 3 tips. First tip, important tip: don't underestimate the cover 2 and what you can do with the cover 2. Now I play Ultimate Team a lot. I play Madden a lot. I play Madden. Cover 2 is probably the most cheese defense. It was the most cheesiest defense last year, and it probably still is if you set it up a certain way. And the way I'm talking about is if you set it up and then you click Y and then you have your corners play on top, so nothing's get down the field anyway on the sidelines. The middle, which is supposed to be the vulnerability of the cover 2, isn't really the vulnerability this year because the passing is kind of, this was not a good year for passing as far as Madden goes. So the middle, I mean, yeah, you might be able to make a play over the middle every now and then, but do you really want to risk it? I mean, it has to be a perfect ball, and there are so many factors that determine the accuracy of any given throw. It's always different. As you can see, he tried to attack the middle, but you know, I'm there. But the whole point is cover 2 is still the most used defense on Madden this year. I use cover 3. I think it's better. Cover 2 is the one you'll always find people using on Ultimate Team or on their play nows because everything is in front of you. So once you play the corners back to cover you up top, everything's in front of you. Like the guys going on the flats. That's why when I'm running this play, I'll always control someone on the line and cover the guy in the flats. So that way, for the most part, everything's locked down, or as locked down as can be on Madden. I feel like it's always a guy open somewhere. It's just about what you want to give up, and in this case, I want to give up the flats. So there you go. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2: you want to always attack these 2 spots of the field at all times. You see, right, those 2 spots. So look at B and A. The outside deep and the inside middle deep. I'm gonna hold up, let me run that again, but I want to pause it for a sec. So look at this: A is going the outside, B is going inside, and then you have RB in the flats. No matter what defense they're running, one of these 3 is gonna be open. Don't pay attention to X or Y. I mean, sure, those are good routes anyway, and they'll be there. But any given time, these 3 routes will always be open depending on what the play is, and you can tell what the play is based off the safeties, which is what this tip is so important about. You want to read the safeties. As soon as the ball snaps, watch what they do. If they separate, it's a cover 2. You need to know that. It needs to be second nature. Okay, they're separating, B is gonna be open. Now that's the hard part. Now you gotta make time. By the time you make the correct read, are you still gonna have time to get that ball off? So you gotta make these reads quick. Now bing, on this one, I saw one safety drop down, so I knew it was some form of cover 3, so either the out route or the flat would be open. Now they split again, B should be open. I need time. I did get it, but the throw wasn't good, and that's what I mean by these throws have to be perfect. That's why cover 2 is such a cheesy defense, and the throw where they land, you can't even control it most of the time. It's not up to you. It's BS. Alright, so look at the safeties again. Now they split again. B should be open at some point. Just make time. You got to make time. Bing. I wish I could have made a better throw, let him a little more to the inside, but that's the result I was going for, and we got it. Alright. Safeties don't split this time, so this tells me this is cover 4. So cover 4, you want to attack the flat because everything down the field is locked up. So get the flats, get your quick 5 to 8 yards. Safety split, so you know what that means. Going down the middle. Safety split, going down the middle. So watch what the safeties do. As soon as you know the safeties patterns, you can predict where you're going with the ball. The name of the game is making quick reads as quick as you can. So if the safeties go up, if the safeties don't split and they just drop back, probably cover 4 variation. If one safety drop down, cover 3 variation. If they split, cover 2 variation. So you got to know how to attack them at any given moment. You have to know how. And this is a good opportunity to segue into tip number 3, how to make time. So there's always, making time is dependent on a read, and my read is always the pass rush. See where the pressure's coming from, and then you step up into the pocket. Something Tom Brady does all the time. A lot of people, when I play him in Madden, they don't do it because it's just not something you think about doing. So right here, oh, I got caught. That's not a good example. Scratch out. Right here. Now, as you can see, the line got good solid blocks, so I'll have time. I know based off then I'll have a chance to make a play just like that. So let me show you another example where they don't all get a great block. Alright, right here, you see how the right end makes a great push. You have to step up and look at all that time I just created. You don't always have to roll out like I did, but it's Aaron Rodgers and I needed a little more time because I didn't see nothing. Same thing, step up. That step up is very important, man. That step up is very important. It throws all the DBs off, gives you extra time. I could have ran and got 10, or throw, get even more. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that ball. Rewind that back too. Alright, check where the pressure's coming from. Once again, it's coming from that outside line, D line. Step up, look at all the time you have. Plus, when it's no one around you and you're just throwing the ball, Madden loves that. You're gonna get an on-point ball 9 times out of 10. Just because no one's around you, you should make a clean throw, super duper accurate. But those are the 3 tips I got for you this time, man. So don't forget them. First tip, mess around with cover 2. Cover 2 is the cheese. Everyone's using it this year. Find your own variation. Just make sure to play the DBs over top. Keep everything below you. Keep everything under you. Tip number 2, read the safeties and then have those routes, have your route prepared. Yeah, so read those safeties. That's super duper important, so you don't get fooled into throwing a dumb pick. Picks are super easy to throw and come by this year, so read those safeties. And tip number 3, pocket present. How to create more time, how to step up in the pocket, all of that. It may not seem like much, but it's a huge difference between 3 seconds and 6 seconds. It makes all the world when especially going down the field. It makes all the difference. So as always, it's your man EazyMoneyX. I'm out.